and welcome to my channel and welcome to another day of Vlogmas. Today I'm sharing my journey as a mom of two. I have two boys. One is almost over a year old and the second one is 2.5 years old. So I've had two under two boys, and let me tell you, it's hard. But there are certain things that have helped me through my journey, especially during the newborns phase. I've tried and tested a few things. Sometimes something has worked for me at the first year with like my first child, and then eventually I think I grew out of it because it was a lot of like online influenced and like what people think influenced. And don't get me wrong, like there were certain really good benefits, but I think becoming a mother and having my own journey, I've understood what really works for me and my kids and our family. So I have picked and chosen what I like, and you should do the same for this video. I'm going to just share essentially everything that has worked with me during the newborn phase and certain essentials that I've had, and pick and choose whatever works for you. Give it a shot. Some things might not, and then over the course of time through your motherhood you would understand what works for you as well. Here are my 10 must-have baby items as a mom of two. The first one is a baby bassinet. I can't show you the bassinet because we've packed it up because my baby's already over a year old. So the first bassinet I tried with my first baby was the Graco Sense to Snooze bassinet with cry detection technology. It had cry detection technology, so like if the baby would cry, it would start cradling or rocking the baby. Again, it had that cradle rocking baby movement, like if you're holding your baby and you cradle it, like that's literally how the bassinet would move. And then it had 3 speeds. It had 2 vibration speeds as well on it. And what I really liked is that there was also music on it, so I could choose certain like nursery rhymes or lullabies, whatever I would want to play at that time. Did I like the bassinet? Absolutely. I really enjoyed it. Again, with my first baby, I was not breastfeeding. My first baby did not latch, and now that's another story, but he did not latch. So for almost 9 months I was pumping, and he would still have breast milk, but I wasn't breastfeeding, I was pumping. With my second, it was a different situation because he would breastfeed. So with my first baby, it was easy to have a rocking bassinet because my husband could pick him out. Since the sides would not go down, my husband could take him out of the bassinet and he could feed him like at night, right? If any feeding needs to happen at night, that could have been done. Even during the day, anyone can really pick him up and just feed him with the bottle because you're not going to feed the baby in the bassinet anyways. So that was easy. We liked the rocking because, you know, we thought that it would help us as parents too, and the baby as well, that if he's crying then he can just be cradled. But again, I was a new mom, there's a lot I didn't know. I still have that bassinet, and we ended up not using it for my second baby. So for baby number 2, it was a completely different story. The reason I purchased a new bassinet, and the bassinet I got, was the Skip Hop baby bassinet, bedside sleeper, and bassinet. Before the baby was born, I purchased this bassinet, and the reason I got it is because I was noticing Akim, my first child, he grew out of the bassinet really quick. The Graco bassinet itself is not that very long and wide. Like it's a smaller unit. So I think he grew out of it like in 2-3 months. And at that time I didn't even purchase the crib. So when he was out of the bassinet, I felt like it was just a bit too early for me to put him into a different room. So I ended up putting a crib in our room. There's no problem with the crib, but I just felt the crib just took so much space, and then it's not right next to my bed, and it was just a little inconvenient for me. So second time around, I wanted a bassinet that would be bigger and would be right next to my bed. So I ended up getting this bassinet, but cherry on top was that my baby, second time, I was breastfeeding. He latched right away. He was born and he would latch, and he latched and started drinking milk. Literally the nurse was asking me, wow, you're already feeding the baby, and I'm like, I don't think so. I think he's feeding himself. So I learned from him. Clearly he knew what he was doing. So another advantage with breastfeeding was that because the bassinet's one side can go down, I could easily pick him up. Like I can just arch in and pick him up, right? It was super duper easy. And when I was breastfeeding him, mornings and nights it was just me feeding him. Like this time nobody could really take the duty of feeding the baby, giving a bottle or anything, because I was nursing him completely. I didn't want to pump. My first time around, I think pumping is what led to my postpartum depression, and I just didn't want to pump. It was just such a task, and nursing the baby was easier. It was extremely hard for the first month or two. Like, I went through war, but once you pass that, I think it was so much easier and so much more convenient. So whatever works for you, you should choose. Either you can get a bassinet sleeper style that would have the bottoms go down, and if you're a nursing mom, I think that's a little bit more convenient. It's a lot more larger, has storage on the bottom. Or you can get a bassinet that's going to be rocking. It's going to be a little bit smaller. It's going to be more cozy for the baby in a certain way. And if you don't want to keep your baby too long in a bassinet, it could work as well. So here's our pick. These are the two things that worked for me, and this is what these two bassinets are what I recommend. Next, some of the essentials would be clothing. One thing I had learned, and I don't remember where I read it, I think in one of the books, or maybe somebody told me, is that the rule of thumb for clothing for your baby would be if you're wearing two layers. So like if I'm wearing a t-shirt and a jacket, the baby would need 3. If I'm just wearing a t-shirt, the baby would need 2. That's the rule of thumb. So my babies, till they are a year old, or if there's a special occasion, or I don't know, if they're going out somewhere or something really that's important, they would wear something that's like a set or something more fancy. But other than that, they lived in PJs. So undershirts are really important. You can get the full sleeves, you can get the half sleeves, depending on whatever weather or season's going on. Undershirts, I've always put them in undershirts, and on top of the undershirts was sleepers. Now you can have fleece sleepers. If it's winter time, you can have just cotton sleepers. Both my kids had eczema. They still have eczema. As a newborn, it was a lot more challenging for them because the environment was just so harsh and dry that I couldn't put any fleece sleepers, even though my second baby was born in winter time. They only wore 100% cotton. Cloths for the babies have been muslin. I just ordered this pack from Amazon and they're great. They are super soft muslin cloths, really gentle on the skin. I have a thicker version, I have a thinner version. All the receiving blankets are muslin, and then also the burp cloths are all muslin. That's what worked for me. And despite of how many times I've washed these, because I've used it for 2 babies, like if you look at how the condition is, it's still literally in new condition. It's great. Of course, I use a gentle detergent. I don't use any fragrance. I use it on a very delicate cycle, and I do double rinsing when I'm washing their clothes. All right, the next thing you would need is going to be a changing station. Not just a table, not just a caddy. You would need a whole station. So we have put our changing table in our room because the baby stayed in this room for like a year. We needed this the most when the baby's in our room. So I got this changing table from IKEA, and one of the best investments. I got a changing pad with cushion. I changed the sheets. Like I said, my kids have eczema, so I didn't want something that I'm just wiping like plastic. I wanted cloth based, I wanted muslin, and I wanted something that's soft on the skin because that is what worked the best for them. That is what doctors recommended, and that is what we did. A diaper caddy. What I liked about this one was that if I ever need to go somewhere, just pick it up and go, right? It's easy. In one of the sections I put all their eczema creams. I put a lot of coconut oil on Alesso's head, especially for cradle cap. Vitamin D drops. Then I don't have it right now, but because I need to stack it up, but like I have 2 sections here, the 2 compartments right over here. One, now I put the diapers for my oldest, and then the second section I put the diaper for our baby. Again, if you have 2 sections, you could, when I had a baby, for my one section I would just put diapers in there, and for the other section I would have burp cloths or like any face cloths I would need. Next, another really big essential was baby swings. The 2 types of swings, initially we used like a smaller swing I got from Amazon, and it would just cradle the baby up and down. And then eventually I switched to a little bit of a bigger swing with my first, and he just fits better, right? It's just the baby's fitting better, and it was a lot of music. There was a lot of like just activities that he could do in his swing. So babies love swings, and I think it's a great investment. However, when the babies get a little bit bigger, I think what really works is an activity center. Tables are great because they have a base on the bottom, so eventually when the baby is trying to learn to stand, or like if his legs don't reach yet and you don't want to put him in a bounce or like just going up and down, you can put them on an activity table. It's more stable, but then there's still like toys and activities he or she can play with. There's also music that comes with it. So yes, I would definitely recommend getting a swing, getting a bounce, or getting an activity table, or any of one of these things for the first year of a child. Huge help. It's also great for their motor skills. It's great for the development of the brain. It's great for parents to get a break. Time around, we ended up using the diaper genie. It was cheap to buy, it's easy to use, pretty convenient. Two things I didn't like about it. One, you have to buy the diaper genie bags. Of course, there are certain hacks that you can do, putting a garbage bag or whatever, putting a knot and each time removing it. I just didn't have the patience to do that. So I ended up buying a lot of diaper genie bags. Buying the diaper genie is not expensive. Buying the diaper genie bags, very expensive. Second thing, it is completely odor lock proof. Absolutely. However, when you're opening the diaper genie, you're putting the diaper in, it's a very narrow chute to put it through. So sometimes your hands would touch the side of the diaper genie, or like, I don't know, like just the crevice of it, and it just gives me such icks. Both my husband and I, we didn't like it. You know what, I said 2 points, but actually there are 3 points that we didn't like it. Third, when our baby started getting a little bit bigger, but he's still not potty trained, he was moving, he was very mobile. So he would come and kept putting his foot on the diaper pail. Like he kept putting his foot on the diaper genie, and the moment you put your foot, it just opens, right? So it was just very unhygienic for him to like constantly be around that. And the more you say no to your baby, the more he or she will do it. I'm sure you all can relate. So we just got rid of that. And the second time around, we went ahead and got the Ubi. This is the Ubi limited edition, I guess, steel odor locking diaper pail in chrome. It's 3.18 ounces. Right now it's full. It's like completely full. I'm still sitting next to it and I can smell absolutely nothing, which is great. So we had 3 problems. This fixes 3 problems. First problem was that the bags were very expensive to buy. For this, I use garbage bags that I just pick up from Costco. I just buy this roll of garbage bags, and I don't know, I think I get like 200 garbage bags, and it's much more cost efficient. I just pick it up from Costco, like I said, and I can just use those garbage bags. It's super easy to use. Second, the chute is quite large. If you can see, I just don't want to open it because like I said, it's full. The chute is very large, right? So nothing touches. It's very easy to put in. It is shorter compared to the diaper genie because of the way it's structured, but it can fit a lot more diapers in it. And the third was that our toddler was so mobile that he was just constantly involved in this. This has a lock system. So if I've unlocked it, open and close, right? But when I lock it, and kids don't know that yet, it doesn't open. So a lot more hygienic, a lot more toddler safe and easy to use. So I would definitely recommend the Ubi, and it's stainless steel, so it's easy to clean, it's not plastic. I would recommend the Ubi. Next thing you would really need is going to be sound machine. You should definitely get 2 sound machines. One that can stay in the nursery or wherever the baby's sleeping. I would recommend 100,000, 2,000, 20,000% the Hatch sound machine. We really like it. You just have an app for the sound machine and it's so easy to use. I can set how much volume I want, how much light I want, what color I want. There are different options for colors in the app, different sound options, tree, rain, sound machine, like just the white noise, water, washing machine, lullaby, music, timer on the sound machine. And lastly, you can even program it based on the day, every day, and when you want it. Another good thing about the sound machine is that you can add. So if I had 2 sound machines, I can add to this and I can still operate on the same app. So we love the Hatch sound machine. A different alternative could be the Mom Cozy sound machine. I tried this one as well because when I ended up having 2 kids, I thought of getting another sound machine. It's great. The app is super difficult, honestly, to use, or maybe I just didn't understand it. It's like a dupe of the Hatch, but it's not as good. Like, I would rate this 8 out of 10, and the Hatch is like 11 out of 10. Like, it's that good. And lastly, we have a portable sound machine. This is great to take it on the go. It actually came with a string as well, but because now I've not attached it to my diaper bag, I've removed the string. A portable sound machine is great as well. Again, this one comes with the white noise, music, lullaby, and it has a timer on it, so it can be 30, 60, and 90 minutes. On the other side, you can set the volumes, and you can, this is the power button. One great thing I like about this, especially because it's portable, sometimes you might put it in your baby's, car seat or like close to the bassinet. You can lock. I love this lock system because a lot of times, like, your baby would get into the sound machine and would like click a button or change or like kick by mistake and it would just go away. So the lock system is great. So I would definitely recommend having one sound machine that's going to be bigger, light, touch, like the light tones on, in your room when you're feeding especially, and a portable one as well when you're on the go. Next thing, if you're gonna be a formula mom, I would recommend getting a formula dispenser. This one was by Dr. Brown Natural Flow. I think this was super convenient for us because we would make a batch every 12 hours and you can just pour it through this instead of making formula or a bottle each time. Even when I was pumping, there came a point where I had started like supplementing with formula too. So I could mix breast milk and formula and make a batch, or have the breast milk separate and the formula separate. They both would be cold, so it'd be easy to mix together and then warm it up. Next thing is all things bottles, pacifiers, as well as teethers. The bottle we got was the Dr. Brown series. I got 3 different sizes. So we have the larger one, not the larger, but I guess this is the narrow, the wide, and the smaller of the narrow. It worked well with us because of like this thing, the green thing here. It was anti-colic, so it would like reduce the amount of bubbles or like air that would go into your baby's mouth when you're feeding. So we really liked this one. Notice one thing, when I was trying to like sometimes pump, if I had to go out and give a bottle to my baby the second time around, he would have a hard time latching back. And then the doctor told me, instead of having a narrow nipple, try a wider nipple because it mimics the nipple shape a lot better. So I ended up getting this bottle and it worked like a charm. For mothers that are nursing and are having a hard time getting your baby to take a bottle, try a wider nipple bottle. It would work well. My kids did not take pacifiers. They just did not like pacifiers. I tried all sorts of pacifiers. The Philips pacifiers are really nice. I do recommend those. But again, my kids didn't take pacifiers. So teethers, you can use all types of teethers, whatever shapes and sizes that work. We went through so many teethers. They break, some don't, some last. But teethers are so subjective to your baby itself that I would recommend trying all the teethers you can. Lastly, this might work for some and might not work for others, but we got a nursery set up for our first baby. It was this room, and we colored it, we had the crib, we got a dresser, and don't get me wrong, it was beautiful, it was great. Did we use it? No, absolutely not. I think the first time we ended up using this room was when he was a year old. So for a year, I felt that this space could have been more like a playroom, not specifically. I don't need to have the crib because the baby's sleeping with me. I don't need the dresser because when the baby's sleeping with me, I've made my current dresser that I had and I put like a few drawers for him. It's just convenient. We had the changing table in our room as well. It was just easier that way. Don't put pressure on yourself for getting the nursery ready before the baby's here. It's not needed. And, for some people, maybe. So do as you please, but for us, just not needed. Alrighty, so these were all my recommendations for if you have a baby, or certain essential items you would need for any kid or baby that's under 1 year old. I hope this video would help you. I hope you can pick and choose, like I said, whatever works for you and try it out. And yeah, thank you for watching as far as you have. If you'd like me to make certain videos or certain other recommendations, kindly let me know in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like the video and definitely subscribe to my channel. It would help me greatly, as I would really want to make more videos on YouTube and I want to be definitely consistently regular. So yeah, without further ado, again, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Till then, take care, lots of love.